This next hunt takes place with Wayne and Jill Shelby of the Fraser Family Farms in Polk County, Florida. Folks, it's one of my favorite hunts of the year. And this year, I'm tagging along with Roger Davis and Ryan Muller, two friends of mine. But the cool part, folks, they've never met before. That's what I love about hunting camp. We can all show up with one common goal, which is turkey hunting. Now, first up is Ryan. He's behind the Stoger. And let me tell you a little bit about Ryan. He is one cool cat under pressure, and he is a three-gun competitor. So for you folks that don't know what three-gun is, here's a little taste of what Ryan does. Well, folks, as you can see, that's some high impact shooting. The three-gun can get in your blood. But now it's Ryan behind the Stoger, and we're going to see how he fares on his very first Osceola gobbler. Kill him. He's dead. Sit tight. How about that, buddy?
That was pretty good. That was real good. First time down in Florida, and obviously my first Osceola. Got a chance to come down here, bring my Stoker. Got one down in the first morning, so pretty excited.
Hey, we're hunting down in Florida this morning. Have Ryan Muller here with me on the gun. The Stoker 3500 in action this morning. What a beautiful first Osceola.
Absolutely, it was an excellent hunt.
We got set up this morning here, put the decoys out. Wayne, he knows where these birds are. So he said, Callie, they're gonna be roosted right down here across the field. We got set up perfect, set in the dark about 30 minutes. And a little yelping and the turkey started gobbling. But it was pretty faint, wasn't it?
It was faint. It was in the background. You could tell something was there, and then we really needed to wait for the fog to get off before we could see them run in.
Yeah. So when that fog lifted, they picked their head up over the hill behind us. They could see the spread, and they come right in. Perfect. So you were setting up first Osceola, looking down the sight. What were you thinking?
I was nervous. It's been a while since I've had the chance to get behind the gun on a turkey, and I had the shakes a little bit, so it was pretty exciting.
Good job, buddy.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, perfect. Hey, that was a great hunt right here in Florida. Well, me and Roger, we sat in the background and we watched Ryan harvest his first Osceola gobbler. Now it's time for those two guys to switch places. Roger's going to get on the Benelli and we'll see how he does this foggy morning. Kill him. Wait. All right. Well, we're hunting in Florida today. We got the crew here. We got Ryan on the end, the Stoker champion killer. We got Roger. He's our wisdom director. We got Wayne, the absolute best guy in Florida, and myself behind the camera. We had an awesome day. Roger, what'd you think of that hunt?
Oh, wow. Unbelievable. It's just classic. It's what you get up for.
Yeah?
I mean, perfect.
You watched Ryan shoot his yesterday. You all over that last night. You got a chance to think about it, now see it again. What do you think of Florida?
Oh, it's great down here. The weather's great. The scenery is really something that, I mean, you can come down for just that. The hunt's a lot more than getting a great bird, but it's kind of a nice ending to it also. So.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I always look forward to coming to Florida, spending 3 or 4 days with Wayne and Jill, eat good food, kill turkeys. Wayne, I know you got something good to say.
He's just a good bird. I'm glad it worked like it did.
Me too.
Sometimes they make you look stupid and sometimes they make you look famous.
Yeah. We look pretty smart this morning.
Looked real good. Yeah. That was a nice shot.
Yeah.
That was a good shot on him.
Well, you can see why we named this show Ryan and Roger's Excellent Osceola Adventure, because they had 2 amazing hunts. So let's talk about the tips and strategies of both of their hunts and why they were successful. Tip number 1, and what most people overlook, is shooting their gun when they arrive in camp. Now Ryan, he had to shoot his gun because we put a scope on it, and Roger, he had to shoot his gun because he borrowed a Nettis. But there are a lot of guys that take their own guns to camp that will not shoot when they arrive. Well, on this day, Ryan, he got set up. We put his scope on. He shot about 10 rounds, got everything dialed in. Roger, he shot 3 or 4 rounds just to get dialed in. And why is this important? Well, folks, when you hunt the way I do, and you set the decoys at 15, 16, 17 yards, you're shooting federal ammo with a flight-controlled wad cup, you got about a 5 or 6 inch pattern at the decoys. So if your gun's off, left or right, up or down, you're going to miss that turkey. So make sure you know where your gun's hitting. And tip number 2, and you can see was the key to Roger being successful on his hunt, was we soft called to the hens. It was barely getting daylight. The hens were yelping in the tree. They flew down. They were very vocal. Me and Wayne, we just kept yelping back and forth to them very softly, kept their attention. And that's finally what brought the gobbler over. And when he saw our spread, he committed immediately. And tip number 3, Roger again, always be ready to shoot when the gobbler's in the decoys. This gobbler, he came in on a string. He went right to the decoy. We all settled in for a show. He circled one time, didn't like something, and out of there he went. I gave Roger the signal, and boom, he got his gobbler. But if you're not ready, sometimes they can get out of the spread on you and you don't get a shot off. Folks, if you follow these 3 tips, shoot your gun when you get to camp, soft call the hens in the morning when they're vocal, and make sure that you're always ready if a gobbler's in the decoys. I know you'll be more successful. Thanks for being with me today, right here in Polk County, Florida, on the 15-Yard Files.
Where you can't see the forest for all the cottonwood trees. My little humble abode sits back in a hole where nothing don't bother me. And in the spring of the year when the big birds strut, you can bet I'm gonna call. I'll be hunting tom turkeys and eating deer jerky that we killed back in the fall.